The last thing I wanted to talk about this morning was I wanted to talk about pop culture. I feel like last time I was on politics a lot. I wanted to talk a little bit about politics today, but I want to go into Wonder Woman. A new article just dropped today. Wonder Woman game has reportedly already cost Warner Bros. Games $100 million, nowhere close to releasing. A new report on Monolith's Wonder Woman video game has emerged, claiming that the project has undergone a reboot behind the scenes and so far cost Warner Bros. Over $100 million. It's claimed that the Wonder Woman game is still years away from being released. I am so sorry if you were actually excited about this game, but I don't think it's coming out. I'm sorry. A video game based on Wonder Woman has struggled to coalesce, according to people familiar with the project. Jason Schreier, I've heard that guy before. Early last year, it was rebooted and switched directors. The game already has cost more than $100 million, said the people who asked not to be identified discussing non-public information, and that it is still years from release if it ever makes it to the market. Shit. You know, this is going to be a really weird take, but do you guys ever just sometimes think about if companies didn't fail, we would all be rich? Like just think about it. Imagine how rich everybody would be if Disney just never made the new Star Wars movies. If Disney never made the new Star Wars TV shows and instead they just handed all that money out. And they gave like $30,000 to people who wanted to start a business or grow a business. I mean, what is that? $3 billion divided by 30. Oh, Jesus, dude. We're talking tens of thousands of careers you could literally jumpstart or release some woke bullshit. Or it doesn't even have to be woke. It can just be mediocre art that people aren't loving. Maybe they don't hate it, but it's just mediocre. And well, why was it even made in the first place? And I'm just thinking of Disney Star Wars. Like, what about all companies? What about this $100 million? That's thousands of people they could have fucking helped jumpstart their career. I don't know. I'd just be thinking about that shit sometimes. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch this cinematic trailer. It is still a cinematic trailer from what I remember.
My daughter, a new threat comes to our shores, and I must call you home. Restore what
threat
has been broken. Unite old enemies. Forge new bonds. You are a hero, but you can be more. You can be a leader. You are Wonder Woman.
I don't know, guys. It's a cinematic trailer. At the end of the day, you never trust cinematic trailers. They're not actually the gameplay. You don't know what you're going to get. And this came out, what? How many years ago did this come out? 27? No, that was Shadows. It was right here. First reveal of the Game Awards 2021. 40 years ago that came out. 4 years ago. Okay, so it says right here, Schreier also says that Monolith was originally interested in developing a new franchise after it released Middle-earth: Shadow of War in 2017. Warner Bros. The executives at Warner Bros. Reportedly weren't interested in the Middle-earth: Shadow of War proposal. 3 years later, the project was canceled. The executives suggested that Monolith should instead work on one of the company's franchises, and after the departure of studio head Kevin Stevens and several key creatives who would go on to form a new studio at EA to work on a Black Panther game, the rest of Monolith began development on the Wonder Woman game. So what? They said, no, we don't like your idea, and so the head went to EA instead to make the Black Panther game? Is that what happened? And now Wonder Woman's gonna fail because they thought their idea was better than his? That's essentially the vibe I'm getting from this. Schreier's report says that an early version of the game attempted to reimagine the Nemesis system from the Mordor games. I know that was a rumor, but it sounds like he's actually confirming it. Allowing Wonder Woman to befriend her enemies, this idea was eventually scrapped in favor for a more traditional action-adventure game, and the future of the project might be in jeopardy. It sounds like, to me, they wanted to go in like an open world, maybe like Suicide Squad or Assassin's Creed style. Yeah, no, I don't think they know what they're doing to be able to do that. This follows a trend at Warner Bros. Game as recent projects have failed to take off. Rocksteady's Suicide Squad, Killed the Justice League, was a $200 million flop. Could they really afford to lose another $100 million? Warner Bros. Montreal's Gotham Knights saw lukewarm sales when it launched, and Multiverses will shut down in May. That is sad. Wow. That's it. There you go. The Wonder Woman game. Here's what I think. If the game isn't out by 2027, it's not going to come out. I'm sorry to say. It ain't.